Hi there. Happy Wellness Wednesday. I am back with another just super duper fun informational message for you. So, some of you may have known about oils, haven't really dabbled in them too much, just buy what you see off of the counter. Some of you may know a whole lot about oils. In fact, you're integrating them into your everyday life. And so, rock on, you guys, those of you that are doing that. Those of you that want to know more, today I'm bringing you 10 ways that you can easily transition your natural path into your everyday home. These are some of the things that I have done here at the house just to help get rid of all of the old yucky stuff, the synthetic things, the things that are putting toxins into our home. We don't want that. We want a clean, natural slate so that we're not putting things that we don't really know what they are, or carcinogens or toxins into our home, into our air, into our bodies. We don't want that. So for 2022, if you're wanting to transition into a cleaner lifestyle, cleaner home, this is a good episode for you to watch. So we're just going to start with a roller. And today we're talking about ways that you can integrate your essential oils, your 100% therapeutic grade oils into your home. So we're going to talk about a roller. One of the things that you might see, and for some reason, oh, there it is. It was missing. I just have a small roller here. You have so many different options and varieties. This is just one of my sample rollers. It's a 2 milliliter bottle, but you can have them in 2, 5, 10 milliliters, whatever. This is a good travel size roller. So what do we use a roller for? Well, typically when you have a roller full of essential oils, that means that the oils inside have been blended with a carrier oil. Why would they be blended? Well, there are some oils that are hot oils, which means that if you put them directly on your skin, which is called topical, if you put them as a topical application, they will physically burn. That's why they're called hot. Cinnamon is a very hot oil. Oregano is a very hot oil, which oregano is amazing for healing colds and flus. The peppermint, of course, is a hot oil. So you have some that are, wintergreen is another one, that are hot oils that when applied topically are going to burn. And we don't want to do that because, believe me, it doesn't feel good. So we apply a carrier oil. Now I have an ebook that I have created, and I will link it down below, that gives you the correct measurements for essential oils to carrier oil for different age subgroups, so that if you want to create your own blends at home, you have kiddos, you create the correct amount, because you don't want to have a tiny bit of carrier oil with a lot of essential oil and it be too strong for a little one. Okay, so back to the roller. Where do we use these? This is one of the questions I get so often. Well, where do I apply the essential oils? If you've ever watched somebody, you'll see them apply them to their wrists. You'll see some people apply them to the bottom of their, well, you may not see that one. I see it in my own because that's where we use it, to the bottom of their feet, behind the ears or their temples. And so the places that we want to gravitate to are called your pulse points. When you have a pulse point, you can actually, I'm going to set this down, you can actually feel your heartbeat in that point. That means that your arteries are carrying your blood. You can feel your heartbeat. The arteries are closer to that pulse point, to the top of your skin. So whenever you're applying your oils to that pulse point, those oils are going to gravitate to your bloodstream quicker and give you aid faster. That's why we go to those natural places. So the insides of your wrists are a great pulse point. Behind your ears, your skin is so much thinner there, so it allows the oils to get back into your bloodstream quicker. At your temples right here, that is a great pulse point. So if you have a major headache or tension, putting a headache relief or some carrier oil mixed with lavender, frankincense, and maybe a little bit of peppermint, a tiny bit, will help immediately ease that tension and that pain. Now, on the bottom of your feet, there pores are much, much greater also. So it's not necessarily a pulse point on the bottom of your feet, but because the pores are so much greater, it allows it to soak in those oils quicker. That's why we put the immune blend into our feet, because it pulls those antimicrobial, antibacterial pieces in there and cleanses all of the toxins that you've had throughout the day just walking around and being around people. The first 3 toes, and I'm not going to pick my toes up to show you, but the first 3 toes, your big toe, your second toe, and your third toe, if you take oils on the balls of those toes, the top part of those toes, reflexology has shown that those go straight to your sinuses. And so if you're having major congestion, major allergy issues, and you're really struggling, you can take those oils and put them on those first 3 toes. Are there other areas that you can use on your feet for other parts of your body? Absolutely. I'm not going to get into all of them today, but today we're just going to talk about those first 3 toes for that head sinus congestion relief. Where else could you apply? You could apply on the inside of your elbows. Does the same thing. But let's talk about congestion. If you're really congested, you're having a hard time, yeah, apply it to your chest. Just get your correct carrier oil to your essential oils. And again, I'm going to link that down there for you. And just rub it on your chest, and that will help relieve that congestion. I've even gone, and a lot of people will, down the spine if you're suffering from major colds or illnesses, and that helps relieve. So there are so many different places that you can apply. Do you have to go to all of these areas? No, find an area that works best for you and use that. I love my wrists because I talk with my hands a lot. And so I'm constantly wafting that smell around, and it's being inhaled and soaking into my bloodstream. So it's like a double whammy there. Okay, so applying them topically is probably one of the number 1 ways that people use essential oils, making sure that you are correct on your carrier oil to your essential oil blend, because you don't want to burn yourself. Are there oils that you can apply neat, which means you just take the oil and put it straight on your body? Yeah, absolutely. There are some oils. Lavender is one. You can apply it. If you get burned, you can apply it directly to your skin, and it's going to help immediately ease the pain and the start working on cleansing that burn. So, and again, those are in my book too. So just, at the end of this story, at the end of this session, you can download that for you. Okay. How else do we do it? Well, I create aromatherapy jewelry because as a teacher, I was always getting sick, and I wanted to find a way that I could use it and kind of be fancy, not just apply it to me, but apply it to the things that I was wearing. So I started creating wood, cork, and natural stone lava bead jewelry. So if you like to be fancy, if you like to wear jewelry, you can apply it to those 3 mediums. You can use wood. On my earrings right here, it has a central place where I can apply an oil to, so that as I'm shaking my head throughout the day, I can again smell that aroma. Or even on cork or natural stone bracelets, you can apply it. All of those mediums will just kind of soak in the oils and then naturally release them as they evaporate throughout the day. And so you are just cleansing the air around you. You're being able to smell it. You're getting the benefits. And it wouldn't hurt to, put a little bit extra on you just so you can smell extra good, right? But the best thing about that is when you're using it topically and on your jewelry, the people around you are also smelling it, and they're also benefiting, whether it's mood support or getting some cleansing of their own. It's pretty great. Okay, so you have essential oil jewelry. You have topical application. Another way people use it is just by inhalation. So let's say I have a really bad sore throat or tickle or a cough, and I want to just kind of tone it down. I don't have a lot of time to make a blend. I just need something right then. So in an inhalation, you'll take your bottle You'll breathe real deep. Breathe it out. And you'll do that about 5 times to get the benefit of the oil into your nasal passages, into your lungs. And then it'll start to work for you. It'll start to help. I don't do that as often because I just have the blends all over the place in my house and I use them. But inhalation will help if you have that tickle or that cough that you just, like my son has asthma. And when he really was having those asthma attacks or suffering from them, I would take a bottle and I would put it in front of him and just like, let's just breathe. Whereas before, I would have to just use ice cubes. All right, I need you to suck on ice cubes. Those help too, but the oil will help clear and loosen those airways for something like asthma or just a swollen passage. Okay, so we have topical. You have adding it as a diffuser to your jewelry. You have inhalation. Going with that inhalation, let's say, some people know this, some people don't. So I'm just like bringing everything to you today. Let's say that you're really suffering. Your nose is completely stopped up. You're really congested in your throat, maybe even some in your lungs. Take a steaming mug. You don't want it like boiling and bubbling, but a steaming mug. You want to be able to see the steam. Put some eucalyptus in it. It's my eucalyptus. And last week I talked about where I get my oils from. You can choose where you get yours from, but make sure that you get 100% therapeutic grade, that they are pure oils and not kind of watered down. I know if you're local to Lake Jackson, Peak Nutrition has some great oils. I get mine from Eden's Garden. I purchased mine online. I've used them for 10 years. I love them. So you've got eucalyptus in here. Put about 3 to 5 drops of that eucalyptus. Put some lemon in here. If you have rosemary, that would be a good one too. We ran out. And then you can take, I left my towel in the other room, and take a towel. You want to sit at a table for this. Put it on a steady surface because I've learned that if you're holding it and it's kind of steaming, you could actually pour it on yourself and it doesn't feel so good. But take a towel, sit on a steady surface. And let that steam start to work on all of that congestion and clear you up. You can stay in that steam bath for about 5 to 10 minutes. You can do the same thing in your shower too. You just don't get it as concentrated, as close. I've also done, I don't want to get that wet. I've also done my ear. So whenever I have a really bad ear infection or it's really full of fluid, I will take and put my ear above it, and believe it or not, that immediately starts to loosen all of the fluid and help it drain. Pretty cool, huh? So we have, I'm going to set this right here. I don't want to spill it. So we have the topical application. You have the roller ball, which is the topical. You have the essential oil jewelry. You have the inhalation. What else do we do? Along with the inhalation, you could get this in like any size. The one I have for you is big because we have a big living room and this is the area we're in the most of the time. Just a simple diffuser. So in a diffuser, you add water. You put your oils in, you turn it on, and you let the oils do their thing, do their magic. They clean the air. They help with mood support, depending on what oils you use. They help when you have bad allergies. So you just put the oils in there that you have need of for the day. But you have to remember that if you let it sit there for a while, you need to make sure and clean out your diffuser at least once a week. So you dump the water, put some warm water in there, maybe a little bit of vinegar, clean it out, brush the part that mine has water in there, so I can't show you, but there's a little part that makes it bubble up. I'm not a scientific person. I'm a math teacher and an essential oil lover. And so you clean it out once a week, and then you just keep it fresh and clean and use it to clean your home. Okay, so topical. We're going through 10. You have your diffuser jewelry. You have your inhalation. You have your natural diffuser for the home. What else do we have? Cleaning the floor. Let's talk about that. If you have any carpet in your house, you know that those carpets attract the natural allergens, the dead skin cells. It attracts all of that stuff every day. If you have animals in your home, it attracts those animal hairs and just the dander that they have. And so you can just take normal baking soda and a cleaning essential oil, whether it is the lemon or a citrus scent or something that has antimicrobial agents, and we talked about some of those last week, blend them together really good. If you're not going to use all of it right away, store it in a mason jar. This one was actually made 6 months ago, and I opened it up just now, and it still smells as fresh as it was when I made it. Then, when you're ready, you sprinkle the baking soda solution on your carpet, let it sit for an hour or two. So all of those oils in there are working to cleanse the bacteria, to help it smell fresh, and then you vacuum it up. And just make sure that you empty your pan in the vacuum cleaner so that you have, it's not so full when the next time you start. Okay, that's another way to clean your house. Make it smell fresh and use natural products. What about your counters? We kind of mentioned this last week. So I don't even remember how big this one is. I think it's an 8 ounce. No, this is a 16 ounce. It's not 8. This is a 16 ounce, 30 ounce. My brain is like, I'm actually filming this right on Wednesday morning, so my brain is not there. So 30 ounce container. All you have to do is get 1 part vinegar, 1 part warm water, 1 part vinegar, 1 part warm water. That's it. Mix it in there and then add your favorite antimicrobial, antibacterial cleansing agent here. I use a blend called Cleaning, or I'll use Guardian because that's the one I showed y'all last week. Guardian has so many power-packed things in there to get your counters clean. It has the cinnamon and the clove and the rosemary and the lemon, and it has just everything that we need. So here, that's it. Vinegar, warm water. I put about 30 to 40 drops in here, and this is your natural antibacterial spray for your counters, for your bathroom, for your wherever you may need it. You could even make a small bottle and you could put it in your car if you feel like you need to clean your steering wheel or your dashboard or something. So you've got an antibacterial cleansing agent. You have a carpet cleaner. You have a natural diffuser for your house. You have aromatherapy jewelry for on the go if you have any. If not, I'll put my website down below. I have plenty to look at. You have the topical application. You have the inhalation. You can do, oh, this is heavy. We found an amazing recipe for laundry soap. And so we actually use essential oils and some other materials. I believe there's baking soda and borax in here, and some Dr. Bronner's soap, and create our own laundry soap. And the benefit of this is we can decide how strong, how soft we want our scent. We know exactly what is being put into our clothing. My husband and son have major allergies to synthetic fragrances. And so even if it's just a slight fragrance, their skin will break out in a rash. And so we had to find something that was an all-natural replacement, but we know what's going into this. In fact, my husband is the one that makes the laundry soap because he believes in it so much. He knows that it works for our family. Our clothes come out smelling clean and fresh. Don't have to worry about it. Okay, let's break it down. Topical application, inhalation, diffuser jewelry. You have a carpet cleaner. You have a room spray. You have laundry soap. That was 6. I think, oh, a room spray. I was trying to remember. You want something to help just the room smell better. Besides the diffuser, you want to spray your couches. You can actually take a teaspoon or 2 of witch hazel and water. Teaspoon or 2. This is a 4 ounce. This is a 4 ounce bottle. Teaspoon or 2 of witch hazel, the rest water. Add your oils. Now, if you use witch hazel, and they have several different types. You can use alcohol or non-alcohol. Just know that it's only going to last about 6 months. If you want it to last longer because you're not sure you're going to go through your bottle very long, you could actually use a vodka that's an 80% proof, anywhere from 80 to 100% proof, and that will make the shelf life so much longer because it incorporates everything more completely, and you don't have to worry about it splitting and having to shake it up all the time. So, teaspoon or two of witch hazel or vodka, water, and about 15 to 20 drops of your favorite essential oil for a room spray. Okay, I think I've kept you guys long enough. I don't want to keep you any longer. There are so many benefits of using essential oils in your home for your natural path. I gave you so many great tips and ideas. No, I didn't show you exactly how to mix it. If you want a detailed recipe, I am going to stick the one for laundry soap in there because that one has several ingredients. The others, I kind of try to give you exactly how to make it. If you want detailed recipes on any of these, shoot me an email and I will give you exactly the right measurements that you need. I'm just trying to give you the best tips for the quickest amount of time because I know your time is valuable and I just want to be there to help you. I will also link my ebook that I created that gives you great information on essential oils, which ones are neat, which ones are not, what your dilution ratio is going to be for the different subgroups of ages, and it has just some amazing material in there. So, happy Wellness Wednesday. I hope this was a little bit helpful for you if you're still kind of transitioning, if this was like, I know all of this. Rock on again. You just were here to see my pretty face, right? You guys have a fantastic Wednesday, and I will see y'all next week. Next week, we're going to talk about carrier oils. What carrier oils do we use? Why? And there's so many to choose from. So I'm going to help you out with that, okay? You guys have a fantastic Wednesday, and I will see y'all next week. Goodbye, everyone.